Hi everyone, welcome to this first section. In this section, we are going to learn about how to set up your own environment so that you can practice your hacking attacks into them. So ethical hacking is a skill that is learned over time. It requires practice, patience to get to a decent skill level in this field. Having a lab setup handy can help you a lot in your learning. So a lab lets you practice your skill in a controlled environment, reducing the risk that arises from practicing on real system. So having your virtual lab will help you in many ways, like you can practice anytime as per your convenience. You don't have to put your data under the danger of getting wiped because of malware infection, and you are also safe from the legal trouble that may result from testing on a real website that you do not own. So you can get the freedom to experiment and tweak around. So guys, this is why setting up your lab is very important. So there are some requirements for setting your own lab. So the requirements will be like hardware and software requirements. So the hardware requirements are like a laptop or desktop with as much RAM and processor power you can arrange, and a large HDD or SSD to store your tools and other important files, and one host operating system for your computer system. So it can be Windows, Linux, or Mac OS depending upon your choice. And one more very important thing, Wi-Fi adapter that supports monitor mode, because when it comes to network hacking or network penetration testing, it is very important to have monitor mode enabled Wi-Fi adapter. So what are the software requirements? So software requirements is like virtual machine player. So this will be used to host all the guest operating systems, enable virtual machines and test servers. So there are many free and paid options for hypervisors provided by many vendors. For example, VMware has VMware Workstation, Oracle has Oracle Virtualbox, and Microsoft has Hyper-V. So you can choose any of these depending on your choice and budget. So in this particular course, we are going to use free virtual machine player, which is Oracle Virtualbox. So now second thing that we need in software requirements is guest operating system. So guest operating system will include unpatched version of Windows and Linux. So these will be installed to test for zero-day and other vulnerabilities for which patches as well as exploits have been released. And the next thing that you will need here is vulnerable virtual machines. So vulnerable virtual machines are developed intentionally for being highly vulnerable. So most of the VMs are part of hacking events and released later online. So these VMs are actually CTF. CTF means capture the flag, with hidden string data to be found after compromising the VM. So some popular vulnerable virtual machines are Metasploit, OWASP BWA, DVWA, and Badstroke, DICE, and Medalliday. So guys, this is what you need in software requirements. So if you talk about tools, so we are going to use Kali Linux, which is already having hundreds of tools for you. So don't need to download and install any tool there. If there is need, then I will teach you how to download and how to use those tools. So guys, this is why setting up your environment is very important when it comes to learning ethical hacking, so that you can practice all the attacks in your system without getting caught. So guys, this is all for this lecture. From the next lecture onwards, we are going to learn how to download virtual machine, how to download Kali Linux, and how to install Kali Linux inside the virtual machine, and how to download vulnerable virtual machines. So this is all for this lecture, guys. Hi everyone, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn how to download Virtualbox so that you can install Kali Linux operating system inside that. Okay, so before downloading it, first we need to understand what is virtual machine. So virtual machine technologies allows you to run multiple operating system from one piece of hardware like your laptop or desktop. So this means that you can continue to run the Windows or Mac OS operating system you are familiar with and run a virtual machine of Kali Linux inside that particular operating system. So you don't need to overwrite your existing OS to learn Linux. So there are numerous virtual machines applications that are available from VMware, Oracle, Windows, or Windows means Microsoft, and other vendors. So all are excellent. But here I will be showing you how to download and install Oracle's free VirtualBox. Okay, so what you need to do here is you need to open your favorite web browser. and inside web browser you need to search Virtualbox and hit enter. So after hitting enter, you can see that you are having these many links, which is Oracle VM VirtualBox, which is from www.virtualbox.org. And then you're having download VirtualBox documentation, virtualization and user documentation and first step. So guys, when you scroll down, you can see that developer is Oracle Corporation. Okay. So now this is the official link. So simply click on this particular link. So when you click on this particular link, it will take some time. It will open this particular window for you. So this is the official website of Oracle for downloading VirtualBox. Okay. So guys, as you can see that VirtualBox is a powerful x86 and AMD 64 Intel 64 virtualization product for enterprises as well as home users. Okay. So guys, for downloading it, what you need to do here is you need to click on this particular download VirtualBox 6.1 tab. So when you click on this, it will open a new window for us, which from where you can select the platform. So currently, as you know that I'm working on Windows, so I'm going to click on Windows host. If you're using Mac OS, so you can select this. If you're using Linux, you can select this as according. Okay. So I'm using Windows, so simply click on Windows host. So when you click on Windows host, you can see that the save file. So guys, when you click on this particular save file, what it will do, it will start downloading VirtualBox inside your system. So after downloading, you can simply install it how you do with other softwares. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to install it because these are some basic things that you all know very well. Okay, so I'm going to cancel it and I'm going to show you how it looks like, how your VirtualBox looks like when you install it properly. Okay, so for opening this particular thing, what you need to do here is, this is the VirtualBox that I have here. So inside my VirtualBox, as you can see that I am having 4 machines, which is Metasploitable. This is for Windows 10, and this is OWASP BWA and Kali Linux 2021.1 version. Okay, so we are having these many operating system inside this. So this is how your VirtualBox looks like. So when you click on file, as you can see that we are having preferences, import appliances, all of these options here. And then when you click on machine, you can see new. If you want to add any machines, you click on new and you can select accordingly by giving some details. So you can add any particular machine. So we are going to see all of these things later on. So here we are having snapshots, which by simply click on take, you can take a snapshot from here. And we are having, suppose like I want to see the property of Kali Linux 2021.1. So I want to see the properties. So what you need to do is simply select the machine and click on properties. So what it will do, it will open the property here. And if you want to change the settings, so you need to click on settings. So it will open the setting for you. So you can select whatever setting you want. So we are going to see this thing also later on in this section. Okay. So guys, this is how you can download VirtualBox, and this is how VirtualBox looks like from inside. So in the next lecture, we are going to install, we are going to download Kali Linux. How to download it and how to install it, we are going to see all of these things later on. So guys, this is all for this lecture. Thank you.